That's one big ball of fire. Can't see diddly. And there, that speed limit sign, 50 miles per hour. Yeah, that suits me just fine. I'm sitting at about 80% throttle into the wind right now, and I'm pulling 47. So I'm just going to leave the cruise control there and let it do its thing. Back road cruising, man. It's a motorized fun chair. Anyway, not a lot to see here except for me going slow, 45 miles an hour on the Natchez Trace. Soaking my bowls. Okay, well, happy Thursday morning to you all. It is, I was going to say bright and early, but it's not bright yet. It's about 5 a.m., and I am leaving Houston, headed for the Natchez Trace. I'm going to meet up with Neil somewhere in southern Mississippi, and we're going to ride part of the trace up and probably camp tonight. He has already got camping reservations at a campsite up near the Birmingham, the Barber Museum up there in Birmingham. So we're not sure if we're going to make it all the way there today or not. It's 720 miles. It's going to be a long haul for this thing. I think I could do it, but it's going to be a long, hard haul. But we'll see. I'm kind of tentatively planning of camping at the Witch Dance campground on Natchez Trace, where Adrian and I stayed during the Cannonball Run. Very quick run through of the bike before I head out. I took the popular vote, and everybody was saying take the Trail Cub, the 125. So I did, instead of taking the regular Super Cub, and I finished my wiring harness for the back of this thing. So I've got brake light, tail light, turn signals, all that good stuff. And I have my magical super secret button that turns on my I'm slow, don't hit me light. And that thing is stupid bright. I mean, stupid, especially at night. Okay, on the road. Long way to go, and not enough hours to get there. So we've got everything set up, and you can see my op-mid gauge here showing I'm at 999 miles just before I leave my driveway. 999. So the little cub will have about, or trail cub I should say, will have about, 2,500 by the time I get back, because this is a 1,500 mile trip. I got to get used to pulling a trailer again. And you guys will notice my very much brighter lighting situation that I've got on here. I put my driving lights on because I know I was going to be doing a little bit of night riding, and I want to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to swing over here to Walmart and pick up some fuel and head on down the road. It's going to take me a good 8 hours to get over toward the south end of the Natchez Trace. So hopefully by a little after noon today, noon or 1, I will have a better idea of how far I'm going to get, what my schedule is going to look like getting on into Birmingham. So I will check in with you all a little bit later down the road as I get some more miles burned. We'll see. Wow, would you check out this beautiful sunrise. I've been riding for an hour and I'm still stuck in the bowels of Houston. It's crazy. It's just after 6 a.m. right now. It takes so long to get out of this city. So many stoplights, so much traffic. It's crazy. That is a gorgeous sunrise though. I wish I was out on a country road staring at it instead of sitting behind these cars and stoplights. Gorgeous sunrise. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, that's one big ball of fire. Can't see diddly. I think this is Lake Conroe that I'm passing over here. Okay, finally, after an hour and a half on the road, I'm finally making some time. It's crazy. It takes forever to get out of Houston. How far into the trip am I? 71 miles. So just now, at 70 miles away from my house, I'm just outside the outer edge of the greater Houston metro, past like the Woodlands area. Nuts. The city is huge. Out here on a 65 mile an hour highway, doing about 58 indicated, 55 actual. Doing okay. 2 lanes, people can go around me. I'll be turning off in 20 something odd miles to a little side highway, 326 north. So I don't know if that is going to be 2 lane or not, but we'll find out. Or I should say 2 lane divided, 4 lane divided, whatever. Holding people up, I'll just ride the shoulder and let them go on by. Well, I'm not making very good time today. This is about the 3rd or 4th one of these that I've run into already on a different highway. I'm on 421 East right now, but I ran into a couple of these a few miles back and sitting for 10 minutes already here. 10 minutes. Long time to sit still, going nowhere. And then, of course, I've got a huge queue of traffic behind me, probably 20 cars or so, who knows. And I'm going to be the slow one holding them up even after this stop sign turns. Oh well. 476 miles to make it up to Witch Dance. That is real slow time, man. 20 minutes. He's snagging trees, you see it? I stopped to get fuel just a couple miles behind me there on the road before I got stopped. I put 1 gallon, almost exactly, in the tank, and telling me to get over. What are we doing? These people are not supposed to be on the road here. They blew the train, or they didn't have somebody flagging at this end. Anyway, so 1 gallon, and it had done 109 miles indicated, so that's pretty good. It means it was getting 106 probably actual, something like that. Not too shabby. This is the best I've seen out of it, actually. Well, this is a long stretch of road that's under construction. I wonder it's 20-minute turnaround on this. It's crazy. Full closure. Oh, goody. Okay, finally clear of all that. Now I've got a giant queue of impatient traffic behind me that I'm going to have to find a place to pull off and let them go by me. Oh, goody. Okay, welcome back to my day in progress, everybody. It's 11 a.m. right now, and I am in somewhere, Louisiana. Crossed the border about, I don't know, 30 or 45 minutes ago. And I am having a change of plans here. Neil went ahead and just decided he's going to truck on and get up to the campgrounds in Pelham, Alabama, which is just 5 or 10 miles away from the Barber Museum. So my original plan for stopping somewhere along the Natchez Trace may or may not happen. I think my route is still going to take me along Natchez, but I've changed from Witch Dance as my destination all the way up to Pelham, Alabama. So my new ETA is 7:45 tonight, but add an hour on there for fuel stops, and I still haven't eaten food yet, so probably sway that figure by about 45 minutes or an hour at least with the fuel stops and a quick lunch break. Yeah, so that's that. This is saying 1944 arrival. This one is saying 8.5 hours left to go, and it is 11 a.m. So I'm just going to crush the whole 720, 730 miles, whatever it was, all the way out there in one day on the Trail 125, pulling a trailer. Okay, I just stopped for lunch at Whataburger at Pineville, Pinemont, something, Louisiana, wherever I am. And right behind where I was eating at the Whataburger over there is the National Guard for Louisiana. Pretty cool. I saw just tons and tons of service members in there. Must have been 30 of them in there, all on their lunch break. So I came out the back way and just happened to stumble on this, and had to take a little photo op with a tank in the background. Good stuff. Yeah, back on the road, wasting time. It is going to be dark 30 by the time I get to the campsite tonight, so I got to get a move on. Okay. Louisiana National Guard. Nice. Okay, well, looks like I might get wet. The forecast is showing a localized thunderstorm popping up here in this area in the next 30 minutes. So we're going to see how long it takes me to get soaked and have to put on my rain gear. And check the radar track and everything, and it's exactly the direction that I'm going. So, oh goody. Gonna get wet. Okay, sure enough, the rain has found me. Or I have found the rain, I don't know which. We found each other. So, it is time to grab the rain gear, because it looks like it's going to be good and sloppy up there. I'd rather not get all soaked to the bone. I don't want to change clothes until tonight. Maybe tomorrow if I can get another day out of these. Get the jacket on first. Trying to get run over by people not watching what they're doing. Come on. Doing the chicken dance here, trying to find the other arm of this jacket. Jacket on. Grab the pants out of there if I can find them. Burn myself on this exhaust. What's this high swept exhaust? Put my leg down in traffic earlier. I was resting my leg right across this thing, wondering why my leg was heating up quite rapidly. Oh, yeah, there's an exhaust there. As soon as I put this on, it's going to blow out. Zip them up. Come on now. Get. Okay, put these gloves away so they don't get too wet. Roll, roll. Oh, wait, I need the second glove. That's what I was looking for, was the second glove. I don't. The thing to know about these dry bags, or roll bags, is they are waterproof, inside and out. So if you have them open, or you're getting in and out of them to get stuff while it's raining, or if you're putting wet gear in there, it stays wet. So when you get dried out, you have to open those things up, let them air out. Everything gets real nasty in there. Somebody's calling. I've been alone. Okay, so that phone call was the shipper for Kyle Johnson's Navy. They were missing in action on, what was it, Tuesday of this week. They were supposed to be there to pick it up on the 31st, and nobody heard from them. They were just missing. They weren't returning any calls or anything, but he finally pestered and pestered and pestered him, and they called him back and they pushed up the pickup dates. And unfortunately, now I'm out of town again. But they said they're going to come pick it up tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Okay, great. So what is this, a cable TV appointment? I said, all right, well, we need to know kind of when the driver is coming, so can you give us some advance notice? And they said, yeah, they can let you know 30 minutes in advance. Oh, come on, really? I said, how about a little bit more so we can plan to be there? I said, well, how's an hour? Yeah, an hour would be great, thanks. It's fun. I'm like pulling teeth here. Anyway, so finally the shipper is picking up the bike for Kyle. He apparently contracted him 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it'll be leaving. I won't be there to take video and everything, but I'll ask my wife, my son, to take pictures and take some video of it being loaded up on the truck and all that. And hopefully when Kyle receives it in a few days or a week or however long it takes to get up there, he can take some pictures and some video, and maybe we can do a short live stream or some kind of an interview or something like that to see his impressions of the red natty. And it is coming down. Oh my god, this stings, dude. It feels like I'm getting shot by airsoft. Point blank. Ouch. Little needles everywhere. Damn. This rain is coming down. There's a rain curtain for you. Clouds, blue sky, gray. And welcome to the curtain. Full open. Can't pull anything better than 49. Going kind of diagonally into it. It's coming from right over there. Wow, check out the Mississippi River Bridge. Nice. Been over it before many times. I think several other times it's been raining. Today it's nice and clear, at least at the moment. The mighty Mississippi. That was one big river. We are now entering Mississippi. I'll stop up here and get a state sign picture. Yeah, Google just said in my head, welcome to Mississippi. A little bit late, but yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think I'll grab a picture up here. Yeah, there's a big sign. Cool. The last time through here I was rolling and didn't want to stop. Pull off right chop. Wondering what I'm doing? You'll find out. And historic Natchez right here. I should be able to get the bike in the picture with both of those signs. Let's go up a little more, shall we? Oop. Don't lip the curb. Alright, cool. Quick picture, get back on the road. Okay, it's hot. So I'm in Natchez. I'm just about to jump onto the Natchez Trace, so I'll save some battery for that. Okay, entering the Trace here. Alright, still a picture. It might be a little steep for the parking, but we'll find out. Dig in the side stand, see if it'll stay put. Yep, it's gonna stay. What do you know? Don't tip over. Gotta get a picture. There we go. Alright, time to go. It's hot. daylight's wasting. Let's roll. It's so hot, I'm not even going to wear the gloves right now. Ugh. Cooking. I don't know what the temperature is. It's high 90s. 96, 98. But it's a clear day for now. A lot of overcast off to the sides, but this area is nice and sunny. Hopefully it'll be a nice ride up the trace. Alright, let's see if it can pull itself out of this. Oh yeah, no problem. Super Cub was having problems pulling steep inclines on the Cannonball with this trailer behind it because there was so much weight. It's geared higher, so. Okay, La Hui on the Natchez Trace. Well, it looks like I'll be headed toward the clouds, so suboptimal. It's alright. We're headed toward Jackson, 92 miles. I've got almost a full tank of fuel, and I've got a gallon in my left tank back there on the Rotopax. Didn't want to carry a full load back there because it makes the trailer a little bit wobbly or lopsided if I don't have even fuel on each side, and I'm not carrying water on my right side right now, so just 1 gallon of emergency fuel. What I've got here will get me down the road 150, 200 miles at least. This thing is getting pretty good fuel economy, less than the first tank because I started heading into the wind and uphill and all that, so that 109 mile per gallon figure, or whatever it was right about there, dropped down considerably. It probably, excuse me, probably dropped down to high 80s, low 90s, but it still looks pretty good. Pulling the trailer with a 125. It is so nice out here. I didn't record hardly any of the trip last time, last July, when Adrian and I were riding through here headed toward Georgia on our way up to Maine. We were just marveling at how well kept it was. The day that we were coming through, apparently they had just been mowing that day and the previous day. Everything was perfectly cut. It looked like a golf course for 200 miles. It was insane. It's just gorgeous. It was a little humid like today, but the temperature's pretty good. And there, that speed limit sign, 50 miles per hour. Yeah, that suits me just fine. I'm sitting at about 80% throttle into the wind right now, and I'm pulling 47. So I'm just going to leave the cruise control there and let it do its thing. Excuse me, I have got the yawns. I only had 2 hours sleep last night, 2.5. Back road cruising, man. It's a motorized fun chair. Oh man, I would love to just toss my hammock in some of these trees right now. But I've got to crush some miles and make it up there to where Neil is. He's much further north. I don't think he came up the trace. He went a different route. And he said that he's going to get all the way up there to Pelham, Alabama, right up there by Birmingham. He's just going to go straight up to his campsite. So I don't know which scoot he's riding, if it's the Zuma or the S-Max. Apparently he's making some pretty good time, so I'm thinking he's on the S-Max. He asked me what I was riding, and I said the Trail 125, and he said, oh, slow mover. So that means he's probably on the faster scooter. We'll find out. I will definitely be the slow boy. Just cruising. Love it out here. This is just fantastic. Finally had foot pegs, you know, out here. Highway pegs, just sit back and relax. Yeah, look at that. All right. Of course, I'm in the middle of the road. So I've got 120 miles before I need to turn off of this. So a little over 2 hours at 52, 53 miles an hour. Or 50, so yeah, pretty shy of 2.5 hours, so I'm just gonna chill out, let the bike ride itself. I'm along for the ride. All these campsites, from what I understand, they're just free to the world. Public property, state land, whatever you want to call it. Man, check out this clouds. That's not funny. I might end up getting wet again.
40% chance for rain.
Okay, well, it's been raining pretty steady for 15 plus miles, and I couldn't find anywhere to pull off in the last 15 miles, and thought, all right, I'm just going to find a nice stretch of road, straight stretch of road where people can see me if they're coming, and don the rain gear. My pant legs are totally soaked. I mean, totally soaked, dripping down into my boots, kind of soaked. It's so wet and soggy. I tried to record a little bit while I was standing there donning my rain gear. I'm already well soaked before I could even get pulled over. I stopped on the side of the road because there's just no little turn-ins or campsites or anything. I stopped on a long straight stretch, or the straightest stretch I could find. That way cars could see me. Actually had a couple cars pass. Didn't see anybody out here today, and then suddenly there were 3 cars back to back to back. Yeah, it's wet. I was talking to a buddy of mine at the office, and he pulled up where I am right now and said, "Oh yeah, there's a big thunder cell developing kind of right near you and passing by." So yeah, I can tell by the downbursts, 40 and 50 mile an hour downbursts. Crazy. Anyway, not a lot to see here except for me going slow, 45 miles an hour on the Natchez Trace. Soaking my bowls. Alright, well, welcome back to the road. I'm in northern Mississippi somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. But that's a big, what is that, a golf ball? It's a big ball up here. What is this? I had to turn the camera on for this because it's just unusual looking and you can see it from really far away. I still have another 2 or 3 hours to get there. I'm just going to try to crush it all the way up there to the campground in Pelham, Alabama, so I don't have to set camp tonight and then break it and then go find Neil and set camp again. It's just easier to set it once and leave it for a couple of days. Okay, it's a resort. Pearl River Resort. Alrighty. That's it. Well, daylight is drawing to a close, but check out that sunset and see if I can turn my head around. Wow, look at that! Trying not to run off the road. Beautiful sunset tonight. All the weather seems to be to the south of me. Feels really good out here. Kind of cool and, I wouldn't say crisp, it's a little humid, but it's cooler than it was down in Mississippi. Excuse me. I am in Alabama now. I wasn't able to snag a picture. Wanted to, but the little rural highway that I crossed the state line on, there's not even a plaque saying you're in Alabama. That's kind of weird. And that just said mile 1. I guess mile 1 for this highway. Yeah, Google came over my head and said, "Welcome to Alabama." All right. So I am still about 117 miles out, according to this GPS, and I'll be getting in about 10:30 tonight, which makes this a 17.5-hour day on the bike, if that figure holds true there. I left my house at 5 a.m.-ish, give or take a few minutes. Might have been a little bit before 5. Then I've just been crushing all day. I stopped very briefly for lunch at Whataburger, and I've had a few. Oh my god, so tired. I've had a few fuel stops, obviously. I'm getting about 120 20 or so out of this before I stop and fill it up. It can push further. I could get about 140 out of it, it seems like. But I'm not pushing my luck too much. I do have the safety blanket back there, the Rotopax with a gallon in it. And I did use that while I was on the Natchez Trace, and just filled up because I was almost dry. I took a picture of the reservoir. It's pretty neat. And kept running for a long time, and then I was getting low again, and I silly me, I forgot that I used that reserve, and I was like, I'll just let it run out. I'll use the reserve. And then panic hit. I realized, oh shit, I already used the reserve. And I mean, it was flashing for a long time. I thought, oh crap. So I started hypermiling for about 15 miles or so, coasting down the hills by pressing the heel shifter down and just holding it to let the engine spin down. And excuse me, I was keeping the speeds down to about 40, just to try to maximize my range, and that was a good idea. I had a little bit more in the tank than I thought I did, but when I filled it up, it took 1.29 gallons, something like that. So that means I had about a tenth left, so that's not much. It's about maybe 10 miles, so definitely past bingo fuel. So anyway, I limped into a fuel station, filled it up, and put exactly one more gallon in the side tank over there so I can track the mileage, and that'll be my backup. I'll probably use that on this run here. I don't think I can make the full distance before I run out. Oh my god, the yawns won't quit. I think I'll run out before I reach my destination, so use that reserve, get the weight off the trailer. Anyway, here's the sunset. It's behind me. Sure wish we could see it. It was like bright pink. Maybe we'll get it right here. I'll turn my head and not kill us, huh? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Nope. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Nope. Still too many trees. Anywho, I'll shut it down. Not much to see, especially after it gets dark. The GoPro's low light really sucks. Although I do have lots of light now. These driving lights, boy, are they bright. Whee!